Okay, this is just a short video show how to get the book and use the book. So you go over to Blackboard here, you click on the book link, take a couple seconds, you'll go to this screen right here. Now, what you can do is, what you want to do is just hit read now because you should already be registered with the book. If not, it might have a sign in screen or something like that. So what is this want to opt out little button that you have right here? That is, say for example, you took this course and I don't know, 5 weeks into it or whatever, you had to withdraw it for whatever reason, or maybe you failed the course. Hopefully not. But say you're taking the course for a second time and you've already had to do this once, then you definitely want to opt out because otherwise they're going to charge you for all this material again. Now, the way this course works is this all-inclusive content stuff works is it includes both the book and SimNet. So what happens is you get the book for 5 years. So once you've done this once, say you took the course for whatever reason you weren't able to finish it, but it was beyond the point to where you could have withdrawn and got your money back. Okay, so say you had the course, 5 weeks goes by, for whatever reason you can't take the course anymore, or say for example, unfortunately at the end of the semester you end up failing the course, you got to take it again. Well, you don't have to buy the book all over again, and you don't have to buy the Simnet materials all over again. So if you already have an account set up, then once you get to the screen, you want to definitely opt out of this book. Otherwise, they're going to charge you for it again. And I list this in the course orientation as well. So if you've already registered with this and you already have this material once, you definitely don't want to do it again. But the first time, you're going to have to do it. If you opt out of this the first time, then what will happen is you're going to pay for the book and Simnet separately, and it's going to cost you probably, more than twice as much. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm trying to tell you here is first time you set this up, just keep it. But if you, for some reason, are taking this course for a second time and you've already done this the first time, okay, then you want to do the opt out. Okay, so the read now is going to take you to the book right here. Okay, and there's not really much to it. I mean, it's just basically an online book. You can get the printed version from the bookstore, from what I understand, but I just use the online version. The only thing I want to show you that kind of helped for me is they have no way of really collapsing this down to just a table of contents. I mean, they have this up here where you can click this little button right here, but it doesn't really do the best of a job because it will every time you go back, it's going to go back to this. So here's what I do when I go through the book, and it kind of works for me. Is I keep it on this contents right here. Okay. And then I just go through and say, for example, I want to go to chapter two. I just click this. It's going to take me right to chapter two. Okay. And I'm all set. Now, say, for example, I want to look at chapter five. All right. Well, instead of trying to scroll through all this, or I want to find something within chapter two, that's a better explanation. So instead of scrolling through all this, I just click on contents again. I take it back to this, and then I can just easily scroll down and say, okay, I want to go to using MIS to make decisions right here. And sure enough, it's going to take me right to that page. Okay, so that's just my tip to you. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, but that's kind of how I work with the book, and it actually works a lot better. You also have ways of searching the book right here. You have this little button with some reader preferences. You can, if you open it up, it'll just show you like you can have different font types. You can have different sizes of font, stuff like that, highlighters, things like that. You can also come into here, and that's where you can actually that's all your highlights, your notes, your flashcards, bookmarks. That's all listed here. And then you just have some other options here. Read aloud, print feature, which I don't know if I would do that. You could just get a printed copy from the bookstore, unless you're just going to print a page, and that's fine. Um, Feedback help your account, and then you can also download the app. Come down here at the bottom. It's just how you can kind of use these little arrow keys to scroll back and forth through the pages. You notice that the page, like the actual book page, this says page 62 here, and this is actually page 39. They're not in sync. It's not really designed to be like that. Because this is a printed book, it would be a lot different of a view on the screen. So that's why it does that. You also have this little scroll bar. You can kind of like scroll forward and backward, just like that. And you can go to different sections as well. Again, I don't really use the scroll bar that at all, but you might find it useful. So it's entirely up to you. Or you can also just punch in if you know the page number you're going to. You can also just punch in here. But what I do again is I just go to this contents and then I just go through it like this. And to me, it just works really easy. But anyway, that's pretty much the book. The book will open up in a new tab for you. So if you want to go back to Blackboard, you just go back to here. It'll take you to this screen right here. And what you might have to do is hit the back button up here to actually go back into Blackboard. Another thing you can do if you don't want that is you can just basically right click on book, do open link in new tab, and then it will take you to this little screen right here, and it'll launch you in your book. So it depends on how you want to do it. I just wanted to give you a couple little tricks that I do. Okay, that's it.